curious to achieve the fluency. I was always saying, I was writing. So one day I realized 2023 I started speaking fluently, and I was always writing on my diary, like in my
Mhm.
diary, that in 2023 I want to be fluent, I will be fluent, I will be fluent.
Yes.
I have written many times, and I
Uh-huh.
checked everything. It's been
Yeah,
long time.
yeah, it's been going on well. Hunky dory, so far so good. How about you? You are getting famous on YouTube, very renowned person, I must say, in our niche. So how do you feel?
I don't think so. It's usual and normal for me. I feel good and I'm doing my work. That's it. Yeah. I'm trying
Oh,
my best to do this work as I started having conversation, started my YouTube journey. So I'm trying my best to maintain this.
obviously, now it's become your responsibility too. People are waiting your videos and they want to learn something from you, right? So it's become your responsibility to update every day and be active on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. But for the conversation, we need to prepare, two people should be prepared for the conversation. It's quite difficult sometime, like when people message that time, I can't be active. Sometimes when I'm free, that time they can't be active. So it's
Yeah.
very difficult to maintain for the
Yeah,
conversation.
manage the time.
Look,
Managing the time, it's quite challenging sometimes.
yeah, absolutely. Okay, so
Yes.
tell me about you, like how is going everything, your English improvement, and you have also YouTube channel. So yeah,
Yes, I
if you can.
have, but I'm not that much consistent toward my YouTube channel. Some distraction it's happening, even though house construction work is going on. So I'm quite on and off on my channel. So yeah, so far it's going on well, but practice is going on well, I must say. Anyhow,
There's,
I'm touching with people, whether it's video or audio, but I'm touching this language.
okay, so only you focus on speaking only.
Yeah, I'm focusing. Yeah. Recently, I have started one other activity, which is reading newspaper. So
That's
2 days
great.
before I have started to doing this.
That's great. How did you
Mm.
find it?
Amazing, really. There are lots of new words I found. So definitely I will be enjoy. Now I'm not feeling enjoy that much, but yeah, I have an enthusiasm and I'm quite excited to explore this way as well because it's also required, right?
Absolutely. When I started learning English, that time I used to focus on newspaper, like on YouTube when I was watching videos. That time people used to recommend that, yeah, you can read newspaper, you can read article and all things. But initially I was not good at English and I started reading newspaper, so I was not understanding, right? And
Mm,
I thought, no, this is not for me. Right now I have to do another activity.
obviously.
So I stopped that, and till now I haven't started yet. And I feel that first I want to study properly any books or any like reading process that I want to do with books and any article like short story you can say or article. With that I do basically, and also ChatGPT I use. So I don't use any newspaper reading, but yeah, it's
Okay.
very good and it's very difficult to understand properly, and we don't use that much of that newspaper's
It's
vocabulary,
it's
right?
fine. It's kind of little different vocab there is using, but if you will be habitual, then you will start, into enjoying this process as well. According
And
the level, yeah. According the level, we have to decide where we can do right. And if you are beginner, then you have to definitely go with the story, and gradually you can jump on the another book. Like now, I'm working on my self-help books. I have bought couple of books, so I'm working on that, and simultaneously I thought that it's a high time to go with the newspaper too. So yes,
absolutely,
I
I
wanted to explore for a long time, so I was thinking it's not high time for myself because I need to improve, and another previous thing also I have to complete. So I was trying to complete those, and I have completed. Now I'm trying to work on my books, which is self-help books. So simultaneously I thought let's explore the newspaper too. So,
step by
okay.
step you are doing,
Uh,
right? I think now it became fond of for your English reading, or I think you read for the English learning, right?
Obviously, now I'm fascinated to our law of attraction and manifestation nowadays. So I'm thinking, according this way, I purchased few books. So yes, I want to explore these ways, and yeah, let's see what will happen.
So do you read every single day?
I try to, but now I already told you that house construction work is going on. So for that, I feel little distraction. I need to go there as well. So anyhow, I'm maintaining for a few minutes reading early in the morning. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. I'm just trying to make my habit better for reading, just simply book, any book that I get. Or apart from that, I have my literature books, like you can say I'm doing masters. So that is also I have to study. So in that way I'm managing. But I also want to change my reading habit, like consistency that is not happening with me. So reading is just, not happening every single day, but I really want to do. And step by step, first, as you mentioned and you highlighted, that for the beginners, they can study storytelling, like short stories. They can study, they can read about that for the improving English, and even they can read children books, kids books,
Books. Yeah.
very
Yes.
easy to understand. These days,
Okay.
I started teaching children, so I saw their books are very easy to understand and quite interesting. So beginners can start with reading children books, and also you mentioned that short stories and any story book, which is very easy to understand and learn.
Yeah.
Yeah, and gradually after understanding that, becoming habitual with that, we can start like newspaper, self-help book, and find it tougher than easier.
Hmm.
In this way we can do step by step, right?
Obviously, and I also found very interesting reading Sudha Murthy ma'am's books is also quite interesting to read, and even it's easy to understand for beginner, not only beginner but who cross the beginner level, upper beginner, I must say, they can start reading Sudha Murthy ma'am's book. It also can help them to enhance their thinking process and as well as learning this language. So
Mm.
sentence structure also we get ready-made sentence structure according along with the situation, which kind situation we can, which kind sentence we can use, right? So
Yeah.
it's also helpful.
Uh-huh. And I would like to tell you that I'm observing you, that you quite improved. You are improving day by day, I would say. When we talked, I think it's very long time that we talked,
It's
right?
long
First
time.
conversation was. Mhm. So
Hmm.
that time you were different and now you are different. So you are improving
Okay.
and changing yourself, your mindset, and day by day you started believing universe, as you mentioned, that manifestation, law of attraction,
Yes, yes, yes. Thank
and
you.
also started reading books. So gradually you are doing. So what is your purpose of doing this? What do you want to do? Like just you want to
I
prove yourself or you want to do something big?
Yes, it's and whatever it's happening out of the blue, I must say. I started my YouTube channel, it was also out of the blue, and I wanted to do learn this language, but I was not thinking that I will be connect this way with people and I will create my YouTube channel. And
Mm-hmm.
another thing is that I will be exploring this all the things like a law of attraction manifestation. I was really clueless about it. So gradually I'm knowing and I'm totally fascinated toward law of attraction nowadays and I want to explore very deeply about it. So when whatever you go deeply about any particular thing, then you will get some knowledge and you want to go
Completely.
deep about it, right? So you
Yeah,
will be
and not
fascinated
only
toward.
yes, and not only for the learning English you are doing, but for
Yes.
many things. For example, you are improving communication, you are improving like the thinking process also you are improved a lot.
I
Now
am
your
focusing a
mind has
lot.
improved completely. Now you are
Mhm.
getting a lot of opportunity, or you are understanding that these things I can do better way, or a lot of activities are there. So one thing, if we start doing practically, like taking action, we realize that here we have so many things. like one opportunity is enough to grab everything and to improve ourselves, isn't it? Even I also realized I didn't know about anything, but once I learned English language, I got to know that I can teach. I started teaching. I got to know that I can improve my communication skill because I was not talking at all. As already I told you even earlier when we talked. That time I was not speaking with people. I didn't know about my skill, how I can talk. And now I feel that wow, I can talk even properly. I didn't know about my talking way. And many things I realized after taking one action for learning English.
Yes.
So it's
Now
very
you
important
can.
for any skill or
Mm,
any one thing, particularly properly, practically, so that we can go deep dive into anywhere, anything.
anywhere we can explore anything. But first thing is that we now boost our confidence, right? We are quite confident now while talking with people, right? We got lots of things, knowledge as well, how to talk with people, what to talk, what to not.
How
So
to
this all things we
handling
got to know.
to be learned.
Handling situation. So yes, not only about this language, but simultaneously on the pretext of learning this language, we got to know lots of things, right?
Mm, yeah,
So nowadays,
exactly.
I think you also not focusing only in English learning journey or English only. You are focusing other things as well, like right? Like
Absolutely.
now I'm focusing manifestation, law of attraction more than this language. I'm focusing this way. So must you have another side as well where you are focusing. This is just a language, right? Like our mother tongue to convey our thoughts, to pass our whatever we are feeling or we are thinking. So this is the way to passing our thoughts. But main thing is knowledge and what we are passing, what we are giving to people. That is a matter a lot,
Mhm.
right?
Okay, so one question arising in my mind that again and again, as you are talking about law of attraction manifestation, how did you come across with this law of attraction? And as you are changing your mind, what is the reason behind that? How did you get there?
Okay. Okay. One day I was watching videos, which was from Sandeep Maheshwari. That was that time they were discussing about law of attraction, manifestation, how does it work? But it was quite controversial topic at the time. People were saying that if law of attraction works, then why people are dying with hunger, right?
Mm,
Must they are thinking every day that I need to have food, I want to have food. So why people are dying? It's if you have power of thinking, if you get everything while thinking, then why people are dying? One hungry person always find the food, but they are not getting easily, right? So what is the reason of manifestation, law of attraction? But some people say that manifestation means doesn't mean that you are thinking I want to do this, I want to I want to do this, or I want to get
I
this.
want to
It's
achieve or anything,
yeah, but
but
it's
there
not
is a action,
manifestation.
right?
Action is also should there. And another thing is analyze. You have to analyze the things. Yes, I am getting, I am improving. If you want to do something, or if you want to get something, then definitely you have to put your 100% effort toward it. And you have to visualize that yes, I am, like suppose I'm giving my example that I want to be a fluent English speaker. So I have to think that yes, I'm improving, I'm day by day improving. Now I became a good speaker. I have to think like this and I have to work upon it. Whatever I am thinking, according that I have to work. So this way it works. This way.
Absolutely. Even I also realized same thing, and it is true that you are saying. Pretend, for example, pretend that you are preparing for any examination, and you are not studying well, and you are just thinking about law of attraction, visualization,
Doesn't
and
work. Yeah.
affirmation. You want to do everything this every day. You are chanting that I will be passed, like I will be cracked this exam. So how would this possible? I don't think so it will be possible.
It will not
Inside,
possible.
inner mind is saying you that you are not preparing. You can't do that. For
Obviously.
example, for me, I am not giving my 100% in English. And if I can tell you that I want to be crorepati
Oh,
within one
that's
year, or for any
mm,
work, if we are doing job, we know already that this is not possible. Mind
yes,
is already accepted that we can't do that. Already we know insidely, inner soul is saying that we know we can't do that.
possible. Yeah.
Possibility is there. The
Hmm.
possibility, if I can think that within one year I can earn 1 lakh, or like my possibility, what my
Hmm.
possibility, according to that, if I think, or my work possibility, how I'm doing my work, am I doing like amazingly, like I'm earning a lot of money, so my hard work is, and even I'm getting so many things, so according to that, I can think. But right now, I just started. So I cannot think easily that, okay, I can earn 1 crore within one year. If I started working, then I can believe that.
Hmm.
If I can
Obviously,
start working like that to become crore
mm,
pati, 1 crore,
it's not
if I
possible.
start, or
It's
anybody who want to achieve that. So for that, we need to give 100%, and also we need to believe that. And if we are giving 100%, so we feel automatically that yeah, we are doing 100%. Then we can start feeling or believing that system or the
obviously,
way.
action should be there, your 100% should be there, then only it works. But it's not like this that you are thinking whole day long while doing nothing. It doesn't work, right? How it work? Can you imagine how it works while thinking only? We always think a different way, always think here and there. It's something or other always goes in our mind, right? So it doesn't complete every day. So we should be positive. One thing, there is a mention in law of attraction that you have to think always positive, it will be happen. And we have to think positive and we have to work upon it so that it works. Otherwise it seems like a, making castle on air, right?
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
and even one thing I'm remembering now, that when I was in college, that time I started learning, right? So I was always thinking that I want to become fluent. I want to become fluent. I wanted, like I was writing. I used to write journal, and I used to believe affirmation. Everything I was doing, actually,
Okay.
I already knew about that when I was in first year. That time I started understanding, like watching Sandeep Maheshwari videos and Aman Agarwal sir, they were, there for. I was watching them. I was always searching how to improve my skills and what to learn in college life. So I was getting their videos. So that time I got
Okay.
to know that these things works. And even I watched one movie, The
Okay.
Secret. It's been a long time that I watched that movie.
Okay.
It's a documentary movie, and also there is a book, The Secret, right? So I watched and I read also, so I started believing. Since
Okay.
even when I was in 12th class, that time also I was
Mhm.
believing that I want to, I want to achieve good marks, like I want to gain good marks, I want to be top in 12th class, like I was thinking, I used to think that, but I didn't that much, like I did 100%, but it was COVID-19, unfortunately I didn't achieve that much, but according to my marks, like I thought, but it was working for me. I was believing a lot,
Okay.
I was doing a lot. And in in college life, when I started believing universe to attract my fluency in English, I was so,
Okay.
curious to achieve the fluency. I was always saying, I was writing. So one day I realized 2023 I started speaking fluently, and I was always writing on my diary, like in my
Mhm.
diary, that in 2023 I want to be fluent, I will be fluent, I will be fluent.
Yes.
I have written many times, and I
Uh-huh.
checked once. That time I realized, wow, this worked.
Yes,
So
wow.
since that
Yeah.
time, yeah, and even it takes time. It is not,
Obviously.
yes, yeah, it's not a easy, or it's not overnight process, an overnight process. It is not like that. It takes time. We have to believe, and we have to work on that. And it can be it can took like 3 years. It can be 5 years. We have to wait for that. right?
Obviously,
It gives
according to
power.
time, uh, when you will give 100% or when your process will complete, then only result will come, right? Or you can't think like a 3 years degree you want to complete within 1 year. It's not possible while thinking, while doing manifestation of manifestation, law of attraction or visualization. It's not possible, right, to complete within 1 year degree course. So yeah, you have to wait for 3 years, so then only it will be okay, it will be complete. So we have that, similarly we have to wait for the right time to work it, right? So then
And
only.
what is wrong behind the believing the law of attraction, right? For example, I am just thinking about this right now, so I'm sharing to you. See, whatever we want to do in our life, that time we start doing, and at that time we feel we start doubting ourselves, we can do or not. So what if we changed our mind? That only law of attraction says us to change our mindset, to think positive, to be happy with this whatever we are doing, to believe in that. That is only saying law of attraction, right? Not saying to
Yes,
exaggeration. It is not kind of exaggeration, but it is kind of just believing yourself, be happy, do your work 100%, and
100%.
magna with that. You just need to
Mhm.
magna, and then definitely you'll get. Think about positively, not in negatively. That is only saying in the law of attraction. So we are thinking, oh, if I'm doing work, then why I need to think about law of attraction? At least you can be happy with that. Of course,
You
universe
can be
works for
happy,
that.
obviously. And it turn out, it works, really it works. If you think positive and if you work simultaneously along with that, then definitely it works. You will get the positivity. You will get
Yeah,
positive result out of that, right? Then
exactly.
it will makes you happy. Then why don't you think? Why do you think negative? Right? If you
Exactly.
think unknowingly, you will work negative as well,
Mhm.
right? You will not put your 100% effort whenever you visualize whatever you want to do in your life. Once you visualize, then it's muster your courage to do this work and accumulate your courage, guts to do this work. Then definitely, if you put your 100% effort, then it works. If you think negative or if you feel lethargic, if you don't do anything, then it's not possible to happen, right? It's not
Absolutely.
about the positive consequence out of it.
Mhm. I'm
Mm.
giving you a real example right now. What was happening with me today? I was feeling so lethargic as it is so
Okay.
cold, foggy day, chilly day today. So I was
Uh-huh.
thinking, okay, I don't want to make any conversation video. I just want to take rest. But
Uh,
I thought when I took bath that time, I thought let's get ready myself. I just did everything. I combed properly. I did little makeup. You can say not that much, but
yes,
for the
you're
lipstick
looking
and
so
all
pretty.
things.
Mhm.
So I started doing that. I tried to tell my mind that I'm ready for anything. Now I can go out, I can make conversation. So for that reason, I got ready. And all of
Mm.
a sudden, I got energy to start having conversation. As I told you, I was not feeling at all to do. I was thinking today I can take gap as
Okay.
it is cold. But when I got ready, all of a sudden my mind started working, and now I'm ready. So why not? I can use this work, right? Many times
Obvious.
I feel this that if I'm not ready, then okay, now I want to take gap. I am not ready. I need to get ready with that and all things. So we give excuses. But when we ready for that, when we change the situation, automatically mind get
Change.
and yeah changed
Yeah.
and it started working properly what we want to
Mm.
do. Mind doesn't know what is good and bad. Mind
Bad,
only
obviously.
understands what we do, the
Mm.
situation. Mind
Obviously. What
doesn't
do you
know.
want to do? Yeah, obviously. That is
So
a
that's
which
why
kind of
when we
signal you are providing to your mind, to your subconscious mind. According that it was working, you are feeling lethargic, so your mind also feeling lethargic. Okay, I need to take relax. No need to do work anything, right? She wants to take rest today, so okay, be relaxed. So when you started to feel energetic, then you show the signal to your subconscious mind. You know you have to be active. I want to do something, then it works.
yeah
Yeah.
really works. The It's up to us. We can change the
Obviously,
situation. Now,
obviously,
if I want to feel illness, of course I can feel. If I can feel,
obviously.
I can feel, and mind will tell, oh, go take rest. If I want to do work, then of course I am ready for that,
Yes.
right?
If you started to think that I am not feeling well today, I need to take rest, then really you do not feel well. You should take
Yeah, I
rest.
really believe that, really. So
Yes.
always we need to be ready for anything. If
And
once we get ready for anything, of course there is no excuses. There is no way to give excuses to our mind that
hmm,
now, okay, now I am relaxed. I'm in my comfort zone. I can relax. So that's how we need to change our
yeah,
mind.
obviously
That's
we
why
have
we
to
should
change.
always keep our self and thinking to in positive way, to
Hmm.
be in positive way. We have to be positive. That's why we need to think positive, right? If we think negative, then mind will only get negative things. If we
Obviously,
will,
we always want positive consequences, right? After doing any task. So why we should always negative about others too and for ourselves too? If we do not expect or we do not want to anything happen negative with us, so why we should think negative for ourselves, right? So be always positive. Positive will be happen with you.
definitely. I was thinking that this conversation going to be normal, but no, it's absolutely amazing. We did it amazing
Yes.
way. We shared many things,
Many things,
reading,
yes, yes.
mind process, everything we discussed in a one
Obvious.
conversation. So
Hmm.
it's very nice conversation. I always like to have conversation with you. First conversation was also amazing. Thank you so much for
Thank
connecting
you
me.
so much for giving me surprise to send you message. Really, I'm feeling very glad and happy to see you here. Thank you so
I
much
guess,
for having me and
yeah,
being
we
here.
can definitely connect again and again whenever we feel free or whenever we want to have conversation. We can definitely connect. So this much for today. We can wrap up this session. Thank you so much for connecting.
Thank
Have
you
a nice
so
day.
much. Thank you. Have a good day ahead too. Bye.
Okay, bye.